Hi Taurus, welcome to your August 2020 love and romance reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to see what's coming up for you guys with this lovely mermaid deck here. And then it's going with our ocean and mermaid theme. So we're going to go ahead and see what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love and romance. Guys, don't forget, if you're sick and tired of love readings, if you're like, man, can't readers read about anything other than love? Every single week I do a reading on my channel for each zodiac sign about everything other than love. So be sure to check out the weeklies if you want to hear about other areas of life as well. Alrighty, my darling. So what we have coming up here, your first card is the World. And this is the completion of a karmic cycle. I'm not sure if Scorpio got this card. Oops. Let me reach here. I'm not sure if Scorpio got this card. I think it may have been Scorpio. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. But if it was, wow, talk about a double whammy. Talk about a double emphasis here. If it wasn't Scorpio, if you happened to see this in your Moon or Rising or Venus video and you're checking Taurus because it's another placement, whatever the sign was, and if you saw it, let me know in the comments which video it was. But I think it may have been Scorpio, or was it Aquarius that had the World card come up as the first card in the same exact placement. But regardless, Taurus, you might be dealing with that sign, or you might have that sign in your chart. That's confirmation for you. But for you, what you have coming up with the World card, the World card is a card about completing some kind of a lesson successfully, like passing a karmic test. The creator of this deck has a little a keyword here at the bottom that says regeneration. So this is like, you know, getting amped up again, you know, ready for the next level, ready for the next adventure, because you've been through the game, you've beat the final boss, and now you are in an elevated energy. You're in a victorious energy. The World card for me also is a card that really signifies like really kind of having done your healing work, and now you're healed and you're ready to be loved and appreciated. You're ready for the real deal. You're ready to be seen. There's also an element for me, and I feel this very, very strongly for you, Taurus, very strongly for you. There's an element here of being comfortable in your own skin. And this is a mistake a lot of people make when they're trying to do visualizations to manifest something in their life. And they especially do it even extra, even more, when they're trying to manifest and visualize love. People have a tendency to see themselves as this alternative version of themselves. Like, it's still you, but it's like this, like, you know, in your mind, whatever you think perfect is gonna be, or whatever you think you need to be to like attract the right person. Like, you might not have visualized in the past you with the person as who you are today, who you are now, but rather like this version of you, this caricature of you that maybe like you think is more perfect, or like who you quote unquote should be. But when the World card comes up, you know that you're ready for love right now, like as you are right now. It's not about being older or looking younger or making this kind of money or having this kind of clothes or living in this kind of house or having this kind of car or being curvy or being skinny or being buff or whatever. It's not about any of that. It's however you are in this moment now. Okay, so a lot of you are beginning to see that or to realize that. You might even catch yourself when you're visualizing or doing your manifesting. You might even be like, oh wow, like I'm seeing myself as I am now. I'm not seeing like this alternative version of myself. The World card overall also makes me feel like some of you have really been struggling with a broken heart for a long time, and this is the month that finally you're like, you know what, I'm done. I'm It's out of my system. I'm completely and totally ready to 100% move on without this affecting any previous relationships at all, right? I'm over it to the extent where it's like a dream. Like I forget sometimes that it ever even happened. And now I'm ready for someone new. So your next card here, Taurus, is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands could indicate passion. It can also indicate ultimatums, believe it or not, right? It can be ultimatums. Now, I always say be cautious with ultimatums, because what happens is a lot of the times ultimatums have the opposite effect of what the person giving the ultimatum wants it to have, right? Because nobody really wants to be forced to do something, and nobody wants to be told what to do. It's kind of like, if depending on how strict your parents were, some of you may have been like, oh no, I would never talk to my parents that way, right? But some people have that relationship with their parents when they're a teenager, where, they could be sitting in their room after school thinking, oh my gosh, my room is such a mess. It's really getting on my nerves. I should really clean it. And right before you get up to clean your room, your parent comes in and says, what is this mess? And you never do anything, and you need to get up, you need to clean it right now. And you're like, okay, I will. I'll do it later. I'm busy. I'm tired. I'm, like whatever. But it's like, because you're being told to do it, even though you were right about to do it, because you're being told to do it, like you don't want to do it all of a sudden. And sometimes ultimatums can have that kind of energy. Ultimatums can be that way. And so just be aware of that, Taurus. If you're feeling tempted to give someone an ultimatum, it could backfire. But if you're in the world energy, I think you can handle it. You're like, okay, whatever. Some of you maybe are like tired of waiting for somebody else to make up their mind. And so might be like, look, I'm ready to move on. Like, we doing this or not? Some of you might be checking in with somebody like one last time before you completely, totally just kind of cut them loose for for the next person. This could also indicate a lot of passion, a lot of physical chemistry as well. Now, sometimes Knight of Wands could indicate someone who's very impulsive, right? Impulsive. That can be good, right? As long as you don't get carried away with it. Like living for the moment, being in the here and now. And so some of you, as you're getting out there, I'm going to be very honest with you, Taurus, because I don't feel that this is someone else. I feel that this is more so your energy. I feel like as you have healed and you're getting out there again, some of you might be feeling very confident and very, very kind of like a charging bull. Like you see something you like and you're going for it. But you also might kind of just be in the moment, like for right now. Some of you might be approaching it more from a physical standpoint, where you're kind of wanting to have the physical intimacy and the physical connection. Maybe you didn't have that in previous relationships, or it just wasn't up to par. It wasn't living up to the expectation. And so that might be something that you're seeking out in August as well. It could also be that someone has their eyes set on you, has their sights set on you, and you're not taking them seriously, and they kind of give up and come back, give up and come back. But there could be someone who's hoping to maybe have that physical intimacy with you. Your next card here is the Magician. So some of you could be dealing with a Virgo or a Gemini, because both of these signs are associated with the Magician card. Now, the Magician card also has to do with manifesting. And so now that you are healed and you're coming into the conclusion of your healing and your spirits are higher and you're able to be in your joy, you're going to manifest much more quickly. You're going to manifest much, much, much more quickly. The green of the robe is really, really jumping out at me. And that shade of green is a color that many people, as well as myself, associate with Archangel Raphael. And for those of you who don't know, Archangel Raphael is the patron archangel of love and romance, also of healing And so some of you are manifesting that love energy. Some of you may have Archangel Raphael really working around you and with you in the month of August, helping to bring about this healthy relationship, a healing relationship. Okay, so the next card that you guys have coming up here, Taurus, it's very interesting. Okay, all right. Before I show you this next card, this card just gave me another message about why you have the Magician card here. Okay, the Magician card is about manifesting. So one of the things that we have to do before manifesting is we have to get clear about what we want, right? We have to be clear about what we're putting out there. I feel there's a lot of energy flowing through you, a lot of really powerful energy flowing through you in August, Taurus, right? Which brings us to the next card. And the next card is Eight of Cups. Okay, Eight of Cups is, and you know, it may have been Aquarius that got these cards, because I know for sure Aquarius also got Eight of Cups. Some of you may be dealing with an Aquarius, or you may have Aquarius in your chart, and so there's these repeating elements. But I'm positive that Aquarius got Eight of Cups. They may have also gotten the World. But with the Eight of Cups coming up here, this is a card that the creator of this deck has listed as change, the keyword here. And so a lot of us traditionally know of Eight of Cups as like searching, right? Like you're searching for something missing. In my experience, Eight of Cups comes up for very, very driven, ambitious people who set goals for themselves, and they don't rest until they accomplish that goal, right? They get what they want. And so in this instance, Taurus, you're getting what you wanted. You're getting what you wanted. Either a specific person or a specific relationship is like, you know, really committing and ready to do this, or you're manifesting your relationship. But what happens with the Eight of Cups is we want something and we really work towards it, and then we receive it and we're happy for a little bit. We're happy for a little bit. And then we're like, oh, but you know what? Something's missing. So, you know, either this isn't my soulmate, either I'm with the wrong person and I gotta find my real soulmate, or this is my soulmate, this is my person, but love isn't the thing that's gonna fulfill me. I was supposed to go back and get my master's, or I need to invest into my career and move up the ladder. And we start looking for other things because it's like something is still missing. And so Spirit is trying to tell you with the Eight of Cups, hey, let's make this easy on you, Taurus. The missing piece is the spiritual connection. That once you are in the spiritual connection with your higher power, your higher self, you're going to be able to really feel that love. And you're going to be able to really feel satisfaction and enjoyment for everything that you have in your life. Taurus, you all are known for being creatures of comfort, right? Taurus doesn't like to be uncomfortable. Taurus will work hard. Taurus doesn't mind working hard. Taurus wants to have good food and a nice home and a sense of family and a sense of, you know, your physical needs being met. You guys are a sign of security. You want to enjoy life. You want to be in the here and now, and you want to have security. So one of the messages I shared with Aquarius, and I'm going to share it with you guys because you guys got the same card, and I'm not saying this to all of the signs, but it's coming up for the two of you. And I don't like to talk about this because I don't like to get too deep out there, and I don't like to get into the dynamics of what's happening in the world. But you have to keep in mind that we're going through a very massive paradigm shift right now. And a lot of things are going to change, my darlings. And there's going to be a lot of corruption that's revealed, and a lot of the things that were being done that need to be corrected are going to be coming out into the light. And we're coming into this new age. We're coming into this awakening. We're coming into like a new renaissance. We're coming out of a dark ages. So when that happens, it's like if you were to go and start cleaning out your garage. If you were moving house and you start moving things out of the garage, or you just decide to organize the garage, when you start moving around those boxes that haven't been touched in, you know, decades or years or whatever, you're going to have stuff crawling out and running around. You're going to have spiders and insects and creepy things starting to run around, or maybe even in some cases, reptiles and lizards and snakes and rats and rodents and God knows what, right? And you're like, oh man, like it's going to like freak you out. So you need to be in the spiritual connection so that you're able to continue to feel secure in your family dynamic, in your relationship, okay? Even when all of this stuff is beginning to shift, right? A lot of people right now are freaked out about what's happening in the world, and so they want to find their person, because now we're thinking about, oh, well, what's really important in life? Oh, well, what's important in life is relationship. What's important in life is family, and I want to have my family, even if it's just my partner and a couple of little fur babies, right? Like I want to have a sense of home. And so Spirit is saying that the only way you're really going to feel that security is if you bring the spiritual connection into it. So even as a couple, if you're in a relationship right now and you're trying to strengthen your relationship, you all have to bring the spiritual into it as well, right? It's that it's that missing element. You have to bring, you know, God into the relationship. So you all maybe need to talk about what you think that is, okay? Or what you believe in. And so there needs to be the spiritual connection as well. And for many of you Taurus, as you single Taurus, as you are making the spiritual connection, it is leading you to the person that you're ending up with. Alrighty, my darlings? Be sure to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos, your Venus video. Some months those may resonate more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do. If you want to click on the Calendly link in the description of the video, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I will be announcing on social media this weekend, on Instagram and Facebook, the giveaway for August. And I will also announce the winners for the giveaways that I did in July. And again, guys, check out your channel, the angel messages that are linked in the description. Don't forget to check out the weeklies. Thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Have a wonderful week, Taurus. Take care, or have a wonderful month. Hopefully I'll see you in the weeklies.